Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I second the motion to strike that off our records that video presentation presented earlier, Madam President, because Madam President, all senators of this chamber, be it the majority, be it the minority, we need respect, or we deserve respect, Madam Chair. We must not tolerate presentation of unparliamentary acts. Yung tayo, yung ating institusyon, Madam Chair, isisirain doon po sa video presentation. Nasisira po yung ating ikanga institusyon. And what we're trying to do, Madam Chair or Madam President, instead of trying to regain yung credibility of this Senate, ano na lamang po at babanatan po natin mismo ang ating institusyon. Wala pong iniwan yun, Madam President, na sisirain po natin ang sarili nating tahanan. Mabuti po sana kung facts-based po yung mga iprinisit na kanina. Haka-haka lamang po. Akala ko nga po, fake news yung pinapanood ko, which I believe is fake news, which I believe is just an opinion, an idea of one person or one group, Madam President. I think, so I therefore seconded the motion that that video recording be stricken off the records of the Senate. Thank you, Madam President.
Take note of that. Next is Senator Kiko Pangilinan. We recognize.
Thank you, Mr. President. I likewise support the and second the motion to strike off the record the video, Mr. President. Clearly, disinformation has no place in this chamber, Mr. President. Sowing of intrigues has no place in this plenary hall, Mr. President. Fake news has no place in this plenary hall, Mr. President. And I say this by presenting the facts, Mr. President. This representation was chairman of the Constitutional Amendments Committee from August 12 until May 11. And the records will speak for itself. Sabi nga nila, we should seek the truth from the facts and not from disinformation video propaganda. What are the facts? From August 12 until May 11, Mr. President, the Committee on Constitutional Amendments never held hearings on constitutional change. That in itself is proof, Mr. President, that this haka-haka, this conspiracy to commit or to amend the Constitution for whatever reason, self-serving, term extension, NOEL, etc. These are lies, Mr. President. At least in this plenary hall and in this chamber, the Senate did not entertain charter change under my watch as chairman of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments. For the record, Mr. President, and I support the striking of the record, that it be stricken off the record, Mr. President.
Thank you. We take note of that, Senator Pangilinan. Just for the record, so that it is clear on that's Rule 34, Section 93. Acts and language which offend the senator or any public institution shall be deemed unparliamentary. And Section 94, no senator under any circumstances shall use offensive or improper language against another senator or against any public institution, just for the record. We recognize then Senator Sherwin Gatchalian.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, for the record, never ho namin na pag-usapan po ang charter change. CONAS, CONCON, People's Initiative, never po lumabas yung pangalan ng charter change sa aming pag-uusap. Nag-uusap po kami tungkol ho kung paano ho natin maiayos ang mga problema ho ng ating bansa. Higit sa lahat, paano ho mabalik ang tiwala ng taong bayan sa ating institusyon. Aminado ho tayo, pag tayo po ay umiikot sa buong Pilipinas, nakakausap po natin ang ating mga constituents, marami hong nagulat, maraming nagalit, at marami hong nadismaya. At ito ay hamon sa ating lahat, hindi lang po sa ating Senate President, kundi sa ating lahat kung paano po tayo magtutulong-tulong, maibalik po ang dignidad at respeto ng taong bayan sa ating institusyon. Kaya mga kasama, itong mga lumalabas na video na ganito, hindi ho ito nakakatulong. Bagkus, ito rin po ay magkakaroon ng negatibong epekto sa pananaw po ng ating mga kababayan sa institusyon na mahal ho natin, ang gusto ho natin protektahan. So with that, Madam President, let me second the motion of Senator Miguel Zubiri, invoking Section 93 of our rules, acts, and language which offend a senator or any public institution shall be deemed unparliamentary. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. Let me just also note that maintaining and restoring the dignity of the institution, the Senate as an institution, is not a monopoly of a few in this institution. I believe that each and every one of us in this institution wishes to maintain the dignity. And all of us, to the best of our ability, whenever we are in plenary or in hearings or even outside our premises, are bound to that. Thank you. Senator Ping Lacson, please.
Thank you, Madam President. My name was mentioned by the distinguished minority leader, and I confirm that I witnessed a portion of their conversation. I think present during that discussion, of course, the minority leader, Speaker Boji D, the Deputy Speaker, I think Hernandez, and the former Secretary of the Senate, Dong Mendoza. Nagkamali po ako ng paso kasi I was about to attend a board meeting in the same area, and nakita ako nung tao ni Senator Soto. So napasok ako, sabi ko, "Ops, mali pala. Ano bang ginagawa niyo rito?" So, ang unang tanong sa akin, tama-tama kasi pag-uusapan namin na kung sakali magkaroon ng charter change, baka pwedeng request ng Speaker of the House kung pwedeng increase yung number of senators to 36 from 24. Ang naging role ko naman doon, kasi tama-tama, ilan ba yung kwarto doon sa Senate building? Sabi ko, 65, kasi yun ang request ni Senator Pimentel at that time. He was also thinking of increasing the number of senators. So, 36 lang kailangan. So, after that, and I confirm na probably ako yung sinasabi ni Lito Banayo na source, because immediately or the following Thursday, we used to have this Thursday eating club attended by Lito Banayo, Gringo Hunasan, and several other personalities. Some former senators, former congressmen, incumbent congressmen, sometimes Governor Rodito Albano would be there, ex-Congressman Suplico, and several others. So, ako naman, walang, wala naman seryoso sa pag-usapan. So, I shared, sabi ko, kanina nga pala nung Monday or Tuesday, sabi ko na napapag-usapan na i-increase yung number of senators. So, parang kwentuhan lang yon. Kung seryoso yon, hindi ko ikukwento kasi sensitive kung seryoso. And I also confirm the manifestations of several of my colleagues in the minority na never naming napag-usapan yan in as many caucuses that we held or we had in different places. Ang pinag-uusapan po lang namin, Madam President, kung paano natin isasalba yung integridad, yung dignidad, yung reputasyon ng Senado. Wala po kami ibang pag-uusapan na kaya kami magpaplano na mag-take over sa Senate leadership, para sa CONAS. Never. I confirm their earlier statements, Madam President. So, kanina nabanggit ni Minority Leader Tito Soto na ang unang press statement ng ating distinguished Senator from Ilocos Norte, kaya raw babaguhin yung age of qualification. Itataas daw from 40 to 50 para ma-disqualify si VP Sara kasi hindi pa siya mag-50 in 2028. Baligtad po ngayon ang sinasabi. at baliktad doon sa katotohanan, dalang narinig ko usapan nila, ibababa yung age ng mga senador, hindi po si Presidente. Mga senatorial candidates, ibababa from 40 to 35. Nagbiro pa nga ako, ng Presidente, I mean, Nagbiro pa nga ako, sabi ko, partner, para ba kay Vico Soto yan? Nagbiro pa, in jest, of course, Mr. President. Oh, Madam President. Yun po yung takbo ng usapan. So, paano nabuo yung istorya? Nakatakot-takot po yung mga video. Wala pong katotohanan. Kaya nung na-interview po ako ng media, sabi ko, outright lies, flat lies. Kasi hindi po totoo na napag-usapan doon na itaas yung edad, yung qualifying age, pagtapo ng presidente sa vice presidente from 40 to 50 para ma-disqualify. Nothing could be farther from the truth, Madam President. So with that, I support the motion of the former Senate President, former Majority Leader Mig Subiri, na to strike off the record yung mga portions na offensive sa mga kapwa natin senador, Mr. Yeah, minus the whole video. I support that motion, Madam President.